Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to The Grateful Dead, Dire Wolf. Hey everybody, it's been a while since we've done The Grateful Dead. If you're new to the channel, my name's Daniel. Here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. At the end of every video, we do research on the songs that we're listening to. And aside from all that, I just really appreciate you guys introducing me to all these groups. The Grateful Dead has grown on me a lot. Like, from the very first song I listened to was like, okay. Each one I've done past that, it's my fondness of them has grown. In fact, the very last song that we did, or the last, it was like a live video where they did, what was the full name? I don't remember if it's exact, but it was like Magnolia, Slipknot, and Franklin's Tower. Something. I don't know if I got that name exactly correct, but that I've listened to it many times now because I just really liked it. So anyway, but we're back. This one is a little bit shorter. It's called Dire Wolf. Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. So let's go. Link to the original video will be down below in the description, so you can listen to the song on your own. And yeah, let us begin. This is a remastered version, just so you know. This is what was recommended to me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
In the timbers up in Ario, the wolves are running round. The winter was so hard and cold, froze 10 feet beneath the ground. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. I sat down to my supper, was a bottle of red whiskey. I said my prayers and went to bed. That's the last they saw of me. Don't murder me.
What?
I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. When I awoke, the dire wolf, 600 pounds of sin, was grinning at my window. All I said was, come on in, but don't murder me.
I'm gonna pause it one time. That'll be the only time I pause it. I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but Dire Wolf, that's like a creature from mythology, I think. I'm not entirely sure exactly what the original inspiration for the Dire Wolf is, but I do know that it's in Dungeons & Dragons as a monster you can fight. So yeah, I like so the music in this one is very, what would it be, like country-ish? Older country, definitely. And I really like the lyrics, although it's, when I'm hearing him say, don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me, and I'm just over here like, yeah, fun times, happy good times. Interesting song. I like it so far. Anyway, we'll look into if it's talking about the dire wolf or maybe the origins of the dire wolf at the end. Here we go.
All I said was, come on in, but don't murder me.
He's letting him in. Okay.
I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. The wolf came in, I got my cards. We sat down for a game. I cut my deck to the queen of spades, but the cards were all the same. Don't murder me.
I'm confused now.
I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. Don't murder me.
Turn it up. Beautiful.
In the back wash up in Ario, the black and bloody mine. The dire wolf collects his due while the boys sing round the fire. Don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me, don't murder me. I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. No, 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 don't murder me. I beg of you, don't murder me. Please don't murder me. Please don't murder me.
I like that ending, how the guitar got a lot louder. All right, that was the Grateful Dead, Dire Wolf. Huh. Okay, interesting. What are the comments under this? Jerry's pedal steel phase. Garcia was an instrumental prodigy. Person writes, Grateful Dead are awesome. I'm a born-again deadhead. All right. So let's see if there's any information on this page specifically. So the lyrics sounded like, let's see, Fenario. Semi-mythical place that's also mentioned in the Scottish folk song, The Bonnie Lass of Fivey? That tune has also come to be known as Peggio, Fenario, or the Maid of Fife. Fifey? Yeah, alright, whatever. Peggio was regularly covered by the Grateful Dead, and its various permutations have been performed by Bob Dylan, Simon & Garfunkel, The Journeymen, Joan Baez, among others. Wow, alright. That's pretty cool. So, in this town, the wolves are running around, winter's hard, and something comes and attacks him. It sounds like it kills him. So the Grateful Dead's lyricist Robert Hunter was inspired for this tale of a mythical, dark beast in quite the appropriate place, a dream. As Hunter recalls, the imagery occurred to me in a dream. I woke up and grabbed a pencil before I was entirely awake and wrote the whole song down. I think I managed to capture the quality of the dream by writing it down before I was wide awake. That happened to me not that long ago. I have a sheet of paper somewhere over here where a dream made a very great impression on me, and I got up and wrote it down. Interesting. And thought about making it into like a short story or something. All right, let's take a look at Wikipedia. So, Dire Wolf is a ballad written by the Grateful Dead, released as the third track on their album Working Man's Dead, 1970 album. The lyrics were written by Robert Hunter after watching a film adaptation of The Hound of the Baskervilles, which is Sherlock Holmes. The lyrics were written... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Oh, that's interesting that this one says he wrote it after watching an adaptation of the movie, and this other one said he wrote it in a dream. Interesting. The music contains elements of country and folk music and was composed by Jerry Garcia on the same day. The song tells the story of a man who plays cards with a dire wolf on a cold winter's night, and the lyrics have been variously interpreted. This piece became a staple of the Grateful Dead's performances and was played more than 200 times between 1969 and 1995. Wow. Yeah, it's a ballad, definitely. It has like a... it has this quality to it where he's saying the verses, and then in between each verse there's just that, don't murder me, I beg of you, don't murder me, and then we go back to the verse. So the chorus is repeated. So normally not normally, but what like I've looked up videos on YouTube about what are good ways to make songs. And I've looked up, I've done some research into, songwriting. And the majority of experts in the field like to say that most songs are verse, chorus, bridge of some kind or breakdown, then chorus again. Which I guess is a good way to put it. Although there's so many other things that you could possibly do with that. So I don't know. There's a lot of other ways to do it. Case in point, verse 1, chorus. Verse 2, chorus. Verse 3, chorus. Verse 4, chorus. Verse 5, chorus. Chorus. And then the outro, which is the chorus again. So it's more of a jam track, which I really appreciate. It's very interesting that they fit all of that. It sounds like a lot into a 3-minute long song. It's narrated by a character common to Grateful Dead songs, a working man who is an underdog without pretense or slickness, part of the old gritty America. The narrative is deceptively simple. Okay. Yeah, it sounded like there was more going on. Like, he says he's drinking and that he's, like, playing with cards, which could, like, lead to gambling, and he called the hound itself, what do you say, 600-pound thing of sin? Right, 600 pounds of sin. So I wonder if the wolf is supposed to be like bringing judgment or something to him, especially since the wolf itself is kind of a mythical creature. So he says he wakes up in the middle of the night to find a dire wolf outside his window. The wolf is invited in for a game of cards, despite the frequent refrain, "Don't murder me," and he eventually collects his due. All right. Oh, wow. The phrase, "Don't murder me," was a reference to his experiences driving around the San Francisco Bay Area at the time that the Zodiac Killer was active. Very interesting. The lyrics have been interpreted to suggest that the man's difficulties were self-inflicted. The theme of whether humans are victims of forces outside of them or creators of their own destinies is a reoccurring one in the band's music. All right. According to McNally, the wolf in the lyrics symbolizes the devil, who, in their postmodern, post-Christian cosmology, they invited into their homes for a game of cards and tried to have a good time with. All right. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I quite enjoyed the song. Next time, we'll probably do a jam track by the Grateful Dead. Thank you for everything, kid. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Deathstroke 9 out. Stay tuned for more.